Live from our 7 Tasmania studios, your nightly news with Kim Miller begins now.
Good evening. First tonight, a future northern prison could be located in the Ashley Youth Detention Centre when it closes in 3 years' time. A group of Westbury residents fiercely opposed to the current site proposal has hailed the move a win, but now hopes locals will be consulted before any further decisions are made.
After years of fighting a proposed prison in their town, a group of Westbury residents can finally see a light at the end of the tunnel, with the government confirming discussions are in place about the future of the Ashley Youth Detention Centre.
A little bit bittersweet, it's not being moved that far away. We really think Deloraine and Exton and surrounds need to be asked about that. So there's only so much happiness you can feel when you know that, and if you think another community is going to go through the same sort of process as we did.
The Greens have been fiercely campaigning for the northern prison to be located elsewhere, citing concerns for the natural values of the Brushy Rivulet Reserve and the impact on locals opposed to the prison.
Very clear that the government is now looking at Ashley as the site for the future northern prison in conversation with the people of Deloraine, and this is just an elegant solution in the making.
But Labor says the government must not keep residents in the dark.
The Minister has been absent. The Minister needs to go to the Meander Valley community, needs to front and take questions from the community, needs to consult, hold public meetings to understand what's important to that community.
No decision's been made, but we'll have a look at it. One thing that I absolutely commit to is that should a decision be made that it's something that we will take further steps on, we'll engage with the community and we'll consult.
It was revealed today a gathering at Town Hall full of residents opposed to the Westbury prison proposal cost the Meander Valley Council upwards of $9,000. Meanwhile, those running a service providing drug and alcohol therapy to inmates at Risdon Prison has serious concerns for their welfare after heavy rain damaged the roof of their counselling room 3 months ago.
They will relapse, they will commit crimes, the community will be less safe.
Corrections Minister Elise Archer says the service will recommence next month. Ainsley Kosh, 7 Tasmanian News.
A police patrol has helped a woman and her dogs escape a suspicious house fire in Gagebrook. Police were passing by a Tottenham Road property at 10:20 last night when they observed the front room alight. They woke the woman and assisted her escape before using a garden hose to suppress the blaze until firefighters arrived. Damage is estimated at $40,000. Tasmania's tourism industry has rejoiced at further economic support for COVID-affected businesses. The state and federal governments have boosted an existing stimulus package from $20 to $50 million, offering up to $50,000 for eligible businesses based on annual turnover.
We know the demand's there, we know the forward bookings are there, and the expectation is we just need this life raft to get over the next 3 or 4 months.
The important thing is to retain that workforce and to ensure that those that understand the visitor experience are there as we come out of this, which we will do, so that we can deliver the best visitor experience possible.
The first round of grants will be available next month. With Australia's new Antarctic vessel just weeks away from arriving in Hobart, a number of Tasmanian food and beverage businesses are preparing to send their stock south. Around $30 million of local goods will be exported each year, taking advantage of the state's proximity to the continent.
It's a drink in hot demand on the coldest place on the planet. This coffee maker sends 800 kilograms of coffee to Australia's Antarctic division every year. Their product seeing some unique sights out in the wild.
There's a photo of our bag of coffee with some walruses, and they are huge, they're absolutely giant. And then there's another bag of our coffee on the runway down at Antarctica.
As the Noina slowly makes its way from Europe to Australia, Tasmanian businesses are preparing to supply millions of dollars in food and drink. Preparations are underway for the inaugural delivery, which for some is worth 20% of their annual turnover.
It's very much a coordination role to bring together the best produce, get the range of produce.
It seems odd, but 1,500 litres of Valhalla ice cream goes south every year. The company pleased to export Tasmania to the world.
To get it outside and down to somewhere where there are some internationals is definitely a nice feeling.
each working to ensure their cargo survives the journey. Tas Cafe Coffee Roaster using a special package to keep its beans fresh, while Golden Egg uses an oil to prevent their 25,000 eggs from spoiling.
Then we spray them with the organic or the massage oil, and then we deliver them the same day.
Their deliveries also building bonds with the mission.
We actually get a lot of the staff that are down at Antarctica come and buy the coffee from us when they get back home.
And a lot of the expeditioners say they eat better on board the ship and they eat better on the stations than what they do at home.
John Hunt, 7 Tasmanian News.
Homegrown swimming sensation Ariarne Titmus has returned to Tasmania for the first time since her double gold in Tokyo. She's hosting a clinic in Launceston along with para-athlete Jake Templeton. Garth Burley is at the Launceston Aquatic Centre. Garth, the clinic has just wrapped up.
Yes, it has, Kim, in the last half an hour or so, but what a valuable opportunity for these 80 swimmers to hear advice from someone of the same stature as Ariarne Titmus. Of course, this is the same pool she spent countless hours as a teenager honing her craft. Now she has 2 Olympic gold medals to her name. This is the 21-year-old's first time back in her hometown since that Tokyo triumph. She's here tonight with fellow Tasmanian para-athlete Jacob Templeton. Sadly, COVID restrictions means only 80, as I mentioned, 80 kids can be here tonight. Only dozens were turned away, sadly, but Titmus says she hopes to inspire these kids to dream big.
I've always believed in myself as an athlete and a person, and even though I come from Launceston, which is a very small place compared to Brisbane where I live now, I think anything's possible if you set your mind to it, and I say that to anyone who's here or anyone around the country who dreams big.
This starts a whirlwind tour for Ariarne. Tomorrow she'll visit her high school, St Patrick's, and on Friday she'll be bestowed with the keys of the city. She's in elite company with that honour, Kim.
Oh, she is, and just incredible that she's made the time to come, and such an opportunity for those young swimmers, isn't it? Thanks very much, Garth. We'll catch up with you soon. Medical research in Tasmania into multiple sclerosis, heart and blinding eye diseases will be boosted with a federal government grant of more than $5 million. Menzies Institute Director Professor Alison Venn welcoming the news, saying its research helps people lead longer, healthier lives. A new Inner Launceston Food and Wine Festival is hoping to bring exposure to businesses recovering from the pandemic. The 2-week North Festival will feature free and ticketed events at 16 venues across the city. The collaboration between City Prom and Eat It Tassie aims to give a platform to the local hospitality industry.
I wanted to shine a light on the venues that are doing this day in, day out, but have something special so we can come in and see what they can put on when it's a bit of a party.
Staying local and really building those relationships is where we're more focused.
Festival begins in the middle of next month.
The hard-fought Premier League hockey season has reached a crescendo with OHA and Derwent to reignite their rivalry in the men's and women's grand finals. Both green teams have had the edge after a week off, but Derwent are confident they can defy the odds. After 23 weekends of hockey featuring 12 teams, only the best of the best now remain for the season finale.
Super pumped, nerves, but we're also super focused as well.
OHA and Derwent will collide in both Premier League grand finals on Saturday. The Strikers men have goalkeeper Magnus McCausland to thank for booking their place. He made 3 saves in a penalty shootout against Canterbury on the weekend, including this act of desperation in sudden death.
It's all over here. Derwent are winners. McCausland the hero.
That was nerve-wracking.
Tactics have largely zeroed in on one opposing threat, Green goal-scoring machine Sam McCambridge.
He's definitely the number one priority for marking as their striker.
OHA have recent history in their favour. They defeated the same outfit less than a fortnight ago. While full of confidence, they're not being complacent.
Their counter-attacks are very, very impressive. They like to go forward very quickly, so it's something that we have to be aware of.
Primed for female hockey's pinnacle is Derwent after a 2-0 victory in the preliminary final.
This is what we play for, this is what we train for.
The biggest component that Derwent bring to the game is just their, how unpredictable they can be and how quick they can be.
Rivals OHA are in a rich vein of form, winning all but 2 games this season. One more will crown them back-to-back champions.
It's definitely another motivation to step up and win the gold no matter who we're playing.
The grand finals begin at 1:30. With the Tasmanian football season now over, a number of individuals have been recognised for their efforts this year. South Hobart's Casper Hallam was named the NPL's Player of the Year, while Kimbra Lions' Laura Davis won the Women's Super League award. While both weren't expecting a win, they say it's a special honour.
If you had told me that I was going to win that at the start of the season, I think I probably would have just laughed at you. But yeah, I'm so honoured.
Heading into the second half of the season was a lot better. We started to play a lot better as a team as well, so that was really good.
South Hobart's Ken Morton was named NPL Coach of the Year.
Good evening, everyone. A frosty start to the day with Hobart and Launceston reaching 15 degrees, 13 in Burnie and Devonport 12. Smithton and Friendly Beach is also 15 today, Flinders Island, Low Head, St Helens and Grove all 13, 12 on King Island, and after a -6 start, Lyowini saw a top of 9. Low-level cloud can be seen increasing over Tasmania during the afternoon today. And across Australia, low-level cloud is also situated over southeastern Australia and the Tasman Sea. A cold front moves over the southern ocean, with a second one approaching the southwest of Western Australia, while troughs over the Northern Territory and South Australia are producing convective cloud. Tomorrow's chart shows the high remaining over Tasmania and eastern Australia, while lows and troughs dominate the north and west of the country. South to southeasterly winds tomorrow, 5 to 15 knots about the west, varying to 10 knots about the north and east. 14 and partly cloudy in Hobart tomorrow, Geeveston 13, partly cloudy and 12 in Bothwell. Launceston cloudy and 15, Devonport and Cressy both 13 with some cloud cover. Partly cloudy and 14 in Burnie tomorrow, Strawn reaching 13, Curry 13 and cloudy. And in the east, St Helens and Swansea both cloudy and 13, and 14 in Orford also cloudy there. Looking on to Thursday now, possible light showers about the north, otherwise fine. Fine until showers develop about the northwest during the afternoon on Friday, extending statewide during the evening. And on Saturday, showers and possible thunderstorms about the south, west and Bass Strait Islands. 21 in Perth tomorrow, partly cloudy in Adelaide and Melbourne, Canberra 15, a shower or 2 and 18 in Sydney and 24 and sunny in Brisbane. And currently Hobart, mostly cloudy and 10 degrees, mostly cloudy and 10 in Launceston as well, and partly cloudy and 9 in Devonport. And Kim, that's all in weather tonight.
Thanks very much, Chelsea, and that's all your news for now. Thanks for tuning in tonight. There'll be updates later this evening. Good night.